Good morning. Hi, everyone. Let's just come on in, make yourselves comfortable. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our Sunday morning chakra flow yoga. We're going to move and activate and release and restore. Please always, take a pause if you need it. And if you don't know that you need it, take one anyway. Um, we're here to really just kind of get real with ourselves and let the body express itself, let the breath express itself. Um, if you have any comment or just want to say good morning, feel free to drop something into the chat. I can see it, I can type it back to you or address you right on the camera. We're going to get started this morning staying seated. And so your legs could be extended out in front of you, or you could be sitting in a cross-legged fashion that works for you. If you're new, so glad that you're here. Please check out what we're all about at justbeyoga.com. Gaia, I send you so much love. I thought about you yesterday. I just feel this hug, my dear. I'm feeling a little verklempt. I have so much love for you. So welcome. And if you're new to Just Be Yoga, check us out at our website, justbeyoga.com. You can follow us on Facebook or Instagram. If you're here in the Lansing, Michigan area, drop on into the studio when the power isn't out. All right, let's get started and just take a few cleansing breaths. Take in the environment that you're in. I hope that you can see the outside world through a window, or maybe you're in an environment you could be outside. But feel the sky and the sun, the clouds. Feel the time of day. Notice light and shadow and color. And feel what you can hear, taste, smell. Notice sensations on the outside of your body. And just ask yourself, how are you? And really listen for that answer. And sometimes we hear an answer of tired or pain or excited, anxious. Listen to the answers. And just start to check in with the breath. Let it flow. Don't change it. Just let it flow and notice. Notice how your breath is making you feel. Notice the flow of your breath, whether it feels choppy or fluid. And just ask of your breath, how are you? If we feel any pain, anything too intensely, change your position. Don't lean into that intensity, okay? You can back off a little here. Our intention should always be with kindness, ahimsa, non-violence toward ourselves and others. But here we are here for ourselves. Right? We'll breathe in and lengthen the arms and feel the body's willingness to lift and lengthen. Exhale, drawing the hands through prayer at center. And breath in, breath out. Don't force the breath. Try to meet your breath where it is today. Inhale. And exhale. We'll place the right hand at my heart and sweep the left arm open into a twist, feeling our ability to twist open from the center of our heart, and exhale, coming back in. And inhale, let's twist. Feel that right arm lengthening, beckoning. What are we calling into ourselves? Feel that left hand, maybe massage your heart. Exhale, bringing it back in. Good, let's breathe in and sweep the arms up. Exhale over to one side. You could always have a block down for that hand to rest on if the floor feels too low. Inhaling, notice your waist and your side body. Exhale over to the other side. Feel how willing and capable the body is of going with the flow, whether there's some hesitation, resistance. Inhale it up. Exhaling, hands to center. Good. I'll open us now with a mudra. We're going to hold the hands, thumbs together, pinky together, like the opening of a flower up against the heart. The Anahata mudra, the heart chakra mudra. Feel expansive petals of love reaching outward. And bring the fingertips together, and we'll bring the backs of the hands together and burrow that bud straight down into us. The love we deserve, the love we're inviting in. And let's inhale, expand outward, sending so much love. Exhale, drawing it into us. And so back and forth, we'll just start to breathe this living expression, feeling where we are in our own understanding and unconditional love. Maybe notice how that chest feels. Invite in so much forgiveness and compassion, willingness to let go of resentments, burdens, being willing to shine the best parts of us always. Notice any reluctance to being our authentic selves always, whether there's a distrust, what's blocking this heart. Good. And we'll release the palms down and let's round the spine. Breathe in and lift, stretching the throat up. Feel the front body. Exhale, round. Feel the back body, the whole length of the spine. Feel that heart space leading with the heart, feeling it retreating, coming within all the parts of us that deserve protection, and opening, revealing, exposing all the love we have inside, back and forth. And when we accept ourselves also on what we can give, so don't overforce. Right? Maybe there's parts of us that are like, no, that's too much. I can't. Good. Now we're going to start to just gyrate around. Gyrate around, feeling that whole spine. Feel the sitting bones anchoring us. Checking in on how rooted we are with the earth, with the foundation of our journey. Notice any rigid parts in the body. Or is everything super loosey-goosey and we don't feel anchored at all, feel like we're going to topple over? Feel the left side of the spine, right side of the spine, relax the neck. Usually exhaling as we come forward, inhaling as we come back. Feeling all 7 chakras interconnected, allowing for this natural whipping motion, that interconnectedness, that reliance upon one another. And we'll come forward, let everything come to stillness. Deep breath. Sigh it out. And we'll start to go in the other direction. Maybe we notice the shoulder area or the neck area. Less willing to be free. Feel your throat and your chin. Maybe allowing a sound to come out with those exhales, liberating that voice. Feel energy moving in this direction through us. Maybe we only do things one way. We get to feel the body's reluctance or desire to go in another direction, to feel energy move, clearing out clogged pipes in this direction. And the next time we come through, we'll let that upper body fall forward. Feel the neck's willingness to release. Feel the heaviness of the hips. How much are we sinking in? Are we too rigid? Are we too stiff? And we'll roll that spine up. And if you're wanting to join, we'll come to our hands and knees and make our way to child's pose. Notice how you're moving. Are you in a rush? Did you bang a body part along the way? We get to notice how we're treating ourselves. Ahimsa, kindness, non-violence, non-harming. When we're on our mat, we get to observe how we're treating our own bodies, our own mind. What's the self-talk in our head? Maybe connect in with any activation we did with that heart space, our forgiveness, our understanding. And as we breathe, invite in our own worthiness of that unconditional love, that unconditional forgiveness. And if you're joining, we'll shift forward, breathing in. Feel the arms supporting us, exhaling, shifting backward. And we'll just start to flow, breathing in, breathing out. Notice all of your joints. Notice all of the fluid in the body. Feel the breath in the body creating a relationship with each other. Are they having a loving, connected relationship, or are they at war with one another? Can you ease up around it and trust that they can find each other? And we'll breathe in, calming up to hands and knees, stepping that right foot up, twisting it open to the right. Breath in, feel your waist, your rib cage. Exhale, right hand down, step that left foot up. Breathing in, lifting the chest. Exhaling, forward folding. First time these legs are giving us all of the support. Breath in, lifting, maybe touching along the body as you go. Exhale, forward fold. Are we conveying a tenderness? What are we conveying? Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, forward fold. We'll bring the hands down and step that right knee back. Right hand down, twist. Feel the support that right arm and left leg are giving us. Feel the breath and the body connecting. Notice any tension in the back or the hips. And left hand down, stepping that left knee back. Find a plank, either on hands and knees or lengthening those legs. Feel the middle of you holding itself together. Breath in. Exhale, lowering it down, letting ourselves come to the earth. Breathe in, allowing the heart to lift. Treat it with kindness. Exhale, child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhaling it forward. Exhaling, lifting the hips up, downward facing dog. Soften the shoulders. Feel the head hanging beneath the heart. Connect with the top of your head, your forehead. Notice the sensations there. Can you feel energy flowing there? Is there tension there? Looking forward, left knee down, stepping that right foot up, straighten the back leg and ask that back leg to be a part of our support, twisting it open. Right hand down, stepping that left foot up, breathing in, lifting the chest, exhaling, releasing. Maybe you pull it in, maybe you don't. Notice here. Where's the wobble? Where's the insecurity? Are we trusting that these legs can hold us? And we'll roll the spine upward and lift, breathing in, lengthening, reaching, exhaling, forward, folding, letting everything go. As much as we can let go of for now. Invite that acceptance, that love, that understanding that this is where I am now. Good, we're going to step that right leg back, keeping it nice and long, right hand down, revolving, breathe. Feel this side and its ability to open, its willingness to open. Feel the strength that we have to hold it here, accepting and understanding. Left hand down, stepping that left leg back. Find that plank. Feel the middle of you. Feel your will and your desire to be here, your ability to conduct your own energy and lower it through. We get to notice how much gas is in the tank and accept it. Breath in, lift shoulders back, offer the heart. Exhaling, child's pose, breathe. What's changed? Notice from the head all the way down to the feet. Breathing in, coming forward. Feel those arms supporting us. Tuck the toes. Feel the feet. Are they ready to give us the support that we need so that the hips can lift and the legs can straighten? Into downward facing dog. Breathe. Maybe pedal the heels. Bringing movement into our root so that we're not so rigid, but still stable and have solid ground. Feeling it on a physical level. We'll bring the right knee down, stepping that left foot up wider than the left hand. And we'll step the right foot up wider than the right hand. I'm going to turn and face us. Pivot the feet out a little bit and sink the hips down. Feel those hips. Feel the spine's desire to continue rising. Or do we want to fall and collapse forward? And then inhale, straighten and reach and expand. Exhale, returning down. Feel those hips. Feel those thighs. Inhale, reaching, starting to feel maybe some heat building in the body. Exhale, lowering it down. What's changing? Inhale, standing. Can you feel the legs becoming more solid? How about the waist? Is it helping us reach? Can we reach from there? Exhaling, lowering it down. Breath. And hands down. Kick the heels outward, straightening the legs forward, fold. Notice what's different. Feel the back, low back and hips. Walking it over to the left leg, maybe giving it a hug. Walking it over to the right, like giving it a hug. Acknowledge each leg, how it holds us, what it's feeling differently, what is it saying. And let's come to center, plant the palms down out in front of us. Left palm down, twisting, breathe, feeling the torso. Feel the body's willingness to twist, and then exhale it down. We'll twist on the other side, left palm down. Inhale, sweeping it open. Feel your neck, feel your jaw, feel your feet. Be in your entire body and release. Good, let's spin on the right heel and bend the right knee, and we'll come up for warrior two, arms open. Now rotate the upper arm back and rotate it open. Rotating, rotating. Let's straighten, keep rotating. Spin on the right heel, rotating. Rotating, roll, spin on the left heel, rotating and bend the left knee. Rotate, rotate. Good, let's bring that left forearm to the thigh. Turn the chest open toward the sky. Feel how open the body is willing to be. How open does the spirit wish to be? Good, and we'll bring ourselves up, change legs, spinning on the left, spinning on the right, right elbow down, reaching, turning that chest open. Feel the legs supporting us, trust it, and move from that base. And bringing it up, straightening that leg, reach long, triangle, right hand, revolving. Feel a different base, a straight leg base. Change. What feels more freeing, more trusting, or less trusting? Inhaling it up, spinning on that heel, spinning on this heel, and reach. Let the body start to tell us maybe things we already know. Whether we're trying to force a pace in our life, whether we're just ignoring some warning signs, when we're over pushing when we're tired, when we're not pushing when we know we have some energy, letting fear grip us or insecurity, and we'll bring ourselves up. Good, we're going to spin the heels to face one another for a brief moment and sink a little wider and straighten and just feel, my base, my root has some flexibility, some resilience. Notice how the chest, the belly, the throat, the shoulders respond. Awesome, and we'll sink it down. Good, we'll kick the heels out and forward fold. Deep breath. We'll spin on the right heel and travel the hands around with it. Coming to a lunge on this side, pulling that left leg back. We'll bring that knee down and heel toe this right foot over into a pigeon. We'll just sit here for a moment and notice the hips. Let's walk it around to the right for a twist. Feel the bones, feel the flesh, what's liquid within you. Let liquid flow, relax some muscles. And come back to center and come forward and up. Notice your own pace. Does it feel like you're in a hurry? Does it feel like nothing wants to move? Somewhere in the middle. Are there parts of this that are too intense and they make you rush? Are you lowering down too far and that's creating some intensity? But in the next time we come up, we'll plant the palms and wiggle that foot back over and find that lunge. Pull that left heel back. Focus on the back leg. A reminder that that leg is still there supporting us. Can it take some of the work away from that right leg? What do we end up feeling in the pelvis and the groin as we go? Is it just a new, unfamiliar feeling? Or is it a feeling that's saying, yep, this is dangerous, it's too much? And we'll spin our way around to the other side. So we'll spin on the right heel, spin on the left heel, finding our lunge. Feeling the hips, feeling this left leg supporting us as well as that right. And we'll bring the right knee down. And take your time as you bring that left foot over, bending that left knee. Feeling the connection of the sit bones in the groin, giving us root and foundation. And everything else is growing and rising and blossoming from there. And then maybe explore a twist on this side. Notice any emotions that come up. What feels yummy? Notice when the thinking mind is starting to interfere in the practice. Maybe use the breath or let your eyes glance around the room to remind you where you are and your intention of this moment to be in practice. And we'll gently release. And then maybe find a flow. Now this side is a different side. It has more or less to express, or it's expressing things differently. Feel that energy wave flow from the tailbone all the way through the mid-back and neck. From the pubic bone all the way up through the navel, through the breastbone, through the throat. Allowing this fluidity of life, this acceptance of the cycles of life, and let those cycles flow through. We're not in control of the cycles of life, nor should we be. We get to go with the flow and experience the cycles. Trusting our root and our foundation so that we're not swept away in the cycles. The next time we come up, we'll use the arms for support. Ask them to help us get the legs back in position so they can assist the support. And we'll straighten that back leg, feeling that right leg, pulling that right heel back, asking it, could it assist so that that left doesn't have to do so much. And we'll bring that knee down, stepping back to child's pose. Maybe change the position of the legs. They could be a little wider, a little closer together. And feel where we are in the cycle of our practice. We're not at the beginning. We're a little past the midway point. Notice how your breath is flowing, how your heart is beating. And we'll bring ourselves up. Stay sitting back on those heels and arms open wide. And we'll cross left arm under, right arm over. Just give ourselves an embrace. See if you can creep, inch those fingertips a little further wrapped around behind you. A full embrace of self. And as you breathe, just embody this hug. Feel this embrace. Take it in. What parts of us need this embrace? Mean it genuinely for ourselves, and we'll twist back to center and twist. Back to center. You can keep your arms this way, or see if the palms want to come together. And wherever you are, maybe ask those elbows to lift and feel that hinge. In the upper arm and shoulders, in the armpits. Breathe. And let's take it forward. Just hinge forward. Notice what feels restricted and fold it in. Check in with your will and desire to continue to breathe. Are you believing that you can take a full breath? Or is this folding in making us feel too cramped, too compressed, too closed? From the vitality of life, we'll release the arms and bring ourselves back up. Walking the hands behind us. Maybe just lift the hips a little. Open the chest. See if the shoulder blades want to come together. And lower those hips down. If you need to come off these knees, by all means, find a seated space. We'll lengthen the arms out. Feel the weight of those arms. Relax the elbows. Feel your arms holding themselves up. Trust that they're being held. Right is under, left is over. And feel the embrace on this side. Let your mind's eye go within and feel the parts of you that need a hug. Maybe some littler, younger version of you. Maybe a yesterday version of you needs a hug. Needs something acknowledged of what was difficult, what was scary. Feel yourself, giving yourself that understanding, that soft, gentle love. And we'll twist. Feel the breath moving in the rib cage. Back to center and twist. Notice the hips, feel your anchor. What does it feel like at the end of the twist? Does it feel super tight or stuck, or is it still free? Back to center, breathe. If you want to find the eagle wrap, great, or you can keep the bear hug, and we can lift those elbows, breathing. Notice, don't overdo on the exhale, coming forward, bowing down. Feel where you are in this stage of your practice, in the cycle of the day, of the cycle of the seasons. Maybe there's some stiffness remaining from winter. Can you feel the ice flows and ice jams freeing up, letting the water flow through? And we'll release the arms, rolling our way up, and we'll come to sitting. And then find a comfortable way of sitting. You could be at crisscross applesauce. Maybe you want to explore Sukhasana, shin in front of shin, opening the hips in a different way. Notice what feels uncomfortable or just different, strange. We'll drop that left ear toward the left shoulder, asking the left hand to come up by the right ear. And just let the weight of the arms sink, pulling gently along the right side of the neck. Breath in through the nose. Out the mouth, protrude the tongue. Feel your whole neck and throat. Breath in. Allowing ourselves to feel new space that's within this neck and throat. Breath in. Express. Releasing the arm. Gently, slowly bringing the head back to neutral. Notice the sensations on the right side of the neck as it let go of that tension. And then we'll ask that right ear to head toward the right shoulder. Right hand up by the left ear. Don't pull, just let the arm rest. Feel the gradual nature of shifts and change taking place. Notice our resistance to it, our fighting within it, or our yielding, our submission, our surrender, our trust. Breath in through the nose, out the mouth. Breathing in. Allow new expression. Breathe in. New sensations in that neck. Let it come out. Be voiced differently. And we'll release the arm. Gently bringing that head back upright. Ooh, notice what's going on in the muscles of the neck and the spine. What needed to be released, what's being restored and replenished. We'll bring both hands behind the head and let the chin tilt downward. And again, don't pull or press. Try to stay upright and erect in the spine. Filling up the chest and belly with breath. Now round the spine, just keep the chest, curl the tailbone under. And observe the entire length of your spine, different sections that are more intense. Is that a tingle? Does it feel like a rope? Does it feel like loose taffy? And we'll release the arms. Gently sitting back upright. And notice the muscles of the spine returning, releasing. And I'll invite us to come down onto our backs. If you have a pillow or something that you can use, go ahead and grab it and bring it close. We're not going to use it straight away, but have it within your reach. So I'm going to make sure that mine is a little more within my reach. And then allow myself to come on down onto the back. Adjust your shoulders, adjust your hips, and we'll walk the feet in toward like a bridge position and just relax them as best we can. Scan the whole body. What are you feeling? Are you feeling a light hum throughout the body? Notice your breath. Is it moving through the entire abdomen and chest? Or can you only be aware of it in certain areas? And then we'll lightly stomp the feet. Try not to control it. Let the foot drop. Let the legs drop. Feel the heaviness of our own legs. Notice how we feel about feeling our own weight and density, as well as a little bit of letting go of control. Notice where you feel jiggling of flesh, maybe the belly, the abdomen, the thighs, maybe even our own faces. Good. And then just stop and notice what you're feeling in your feet. Activating our root, bringing some fire and energy into the soles of the feet, into what usually is traveling us around, carrying us, taking step by step in life. And we'll draw both knees into the chest, maybe give it a hug, keeping the head on the floor. Feel how close within the thighs want to come into the belly, how much we want to come within, into ourselves, coming in and touching, folding into ourselves. Now we'll release the legs, lengthen them, sweep the arms up and overhead, big long stretch, breath in. Exhale, drawing the knees into the chest, maybe lifting the forehead. Inhale, lengthening. Where do you feel stretch and more pulling and lengthening? Exhale, knees in, feeling our ability to come within, feeling the power it takes. Inhale, lengthening, feeling reaching through the legs, through the arms, expansion. Exhale, drawing it within. And let's just see if we can keep going. Notice how much energy we have to do this. Whether we're noticing that we're spending a lot of energy and starting to feel depleted. When we reach, are we soaking up that energy of expansion? When we come within, can we nurture around our inner power? Reach, really giving it all, giving. And bringing it in, seeing ourselves, hugging ourselves, loving everything we feel about ourselves. And reach. And let's just hold and feel this length, but let everything go limp. Notice the muscles in the waist, the shoulders. Notice the length of the spine. Feel the bones in your spine. We are still held together. And we can let go and still be held together. We'll let the arms open out wide, palms facing down. And see if we can bring both knees up at the same time into the belly. Feel the work to activate and draw in from the center of us. And we'll let the knees fall over to the left, twisting the spine, and up and over to the right. Rest the backs of the shoulders. Take the rest where you can. Bringing ourselves back and forth. Feeling everything that is flat and solid on the mat. Trust it. Fall into it. And then let whatever movement and activation wants to come out of this waist to lift those heavy limbs of legs up and over. Feeling this cycle, this going around and the returning. Seeing that we're still here, safe, and able to activate and feel. And the next time you come over, let's just hold whatever side you're on. Relax the neck and just let yourself melt and fall in. Let everything that's heavy be heavy. Let everything that feels light be light. Notice the flow of your breath. Notice any sensations in the head, across the forehead or eyes, jaw, neck, chest. What feels stimulated and alive? What feels softened and trusting? What feels tense and resistant? When you're ready, we'll bring the knees up and over to the other side. And then see about letting go. Notice how many muscles are willing to let go. What feels awkward or uncomfortable? Is there something you need to adjust? Maybe let that gaze go outside and around the room. Bring yourself into space and time right here. This is me in my being, in all of my senses, in my body as it is, in my breath as it is. Feel how alive it is, how aware it is. We'll invite the knees back to center and we'll place the feet down. Now have your pillow ready. We're going to lift the hips and slide the pillow under the hips and let your hips rest. Let that body weight sink down. Bottoms of the feet together, knees open if you're comfortable with this posture. It's a very exposed and vulnerable posture. So if you don't want your legs in this position, you could bring them up and aim the knees toward one another, wiggling the feet wide, or just straighten the legs. Try to let yourself be in a position where you don't have to do any work. And feel your backside being lifted and held and supported. Feel that raised feeling. Let the weight of the hips sink into the support. If you're in butterfly with the feet together, maybe you can ask or notice the tension in between, in the groin and the pelvis and inner thighs. Can you ask that area to soften? If we notice fighting and resistance, can we send the breath there? Or make a physical adjustment? Feel the back of the head, back of the shoulder blades sinking and resting. Surrender. trusting that you are okay as you are right here. A sensual and sensitive being, we were given all of these senses. And if the knees are apart, we'll gently, slowly bring them together. And we'll draw the knees in toward the chest. Keep the arms down. Just feel the legs activate on their own. And we'll straighten the legs up. And then just let the legs be limp. Take that in. Soften. Let them hang in a limp manner. Let your ankles be limp, your feet be limp. Feel your body weight sinking down into the pillow. Feel the weight of the legs just hanging there. Letting ourselves be held and suspended, literally. Letting go of control. Ishvara Pranidhana, surrendering to something greater than us. We don't have to be in control. In fact, we have very little control in life. So just breathe in this humility and this acceptance. Notice any sensations that feel good. We'll lower the legs down whenever you're ready. You can stay there as long as you like. All right, now I'll invite us to lay in Shavasana on the pillow if you're comfortable doing so. You could keep it crossways under the back, or you could sit up and bring the pillow lengthwise under the spine. And actually, I think that that's what I'm going to do for myself. I'm just going to move gently, remembering ahimsa, moving with kindness as a way of expressing kindness to myself and my body for all that it has given me, an act of tenderness. And so I'm just going to have the pillow lengthwise. I'm going to lift my hips on it and let myself lay down, whole spine supported, legs heavy. Adjust where those feet are if you like. Three ohms if you want to join, finding a soft full inhale and letting this hum come out until all the breath is expired, feeling the vibration resonate throughout the entire body. Hum. Let all your liquid molecules vibrate in the hum. Hum. Stay here with all the sensations, with your breath, with your connection to your heart, that lotus flower of unending love, abundant love. Feel it within you. Feel yourself saturating, soaking it up. Surrendering to it. Imagine the color green swirling in a cloud of swirling energy around your heart, your upper chest. Whatever shade of green comes to your mind. And let that color head downward and upward. Notice how far down that colored green will go down your legs. Maybe it stops, maybe it goes all the way to the feet. Notice how far up that colored green will go up the head, around the neck and throat, wrapped all around your arms. We'll start to invite gentle movement of the toes and fingers. Any movements that you need to wake yourself up before bringing ourselves upright for a sitting space to close. Take your time as you acclimate to sitting upright. Notice your energy. How is it moving? What feels like it's draining downward? What feels heavy? What feels light, like it's spiraling upward and away? Notice your chest, your hips, your legs. Whole body awake and alive with sensation. Notice the breath flowing at its own sensation in the body. Partners. And we'll close with the alternate nostril breathing, and that's Anulom Viloma. We'll bring the right thumb and close the right nostril. Breathe up the left nostril. Close the left nostril with the last two fingers and breathe down the right. Breathe up the right. Close, breathe down the left. Breathe up the left. Continue in this manner. Notice the cool flow of breath. Notice the warm flow of breath. Follow the flow through all of the channels that receive the breath. Sinuses, nasal passageways, lung. Shoulders relaxed, neck is relaxed. And release and just let the natural flow of breath go up and down both channels at the same time. Feel both sides of you connected and individual. What balance do you feel in your breath and your awareness of your breath? Good. Right palm up, left palm down. Squeeze, open, squeeze, open, squeeze. Really open. And then just start to go. And feel the sensations. Feel what's building up. Good. Let's breathe in. Hands come together. Feel the warmth between them. Feel the charge in them. Resting at your heart. Mana eva manushanayam karanam bandha mokshayopo. If you feel bound, you are bound. And if you feel free, you are free. Namaste. It's so wonderful to see you all today and to practice and share energy together. If you need a class and you're not anywhere local, we have a pretty extensive library on our YouTube channel. You could also go on our website and book a private session, which we do virtually. Private yoga, private tai chi, private trauma-sensitive yoga, and recovery yoga. So if you're curious about any of those, feel free to pop onto the website, justbeyoga.com. And if it's in your heart or your pocket to drop a donation into the till, you can find somewhere to do that on our website too. There's a donate button. We've been donation-based and sliding scale for 13 years. And it feels good to be able to live my life based on conscious commerce and trust the universe will provide, as well as to be able to make these practices this healing and these practices available and accessible, and take that money and that capitalism and out of the picture. Gaia, so wonderful. My heart is just dancing with being able to share energy with you this morning. I hope that you're well and, receiving all of the blessings in life because you deserve them. All right, everyone. Namaste. Be well.